Welcome again to Sundragon Tips and Tricks. I'm Rebecca. I'm the owner of Sundragon Art and Fiber in Brevard, North Carolina. And I'm prepping some videos today for our April knit along, which is the Ranunculus. Now the Ranunculus sweater, which has all kinds of flexibility to it, which can be really fun to do, has two different cast-ons. And they're both meant to be stretchy, loose cast-ons. The first one is the double twist loop cast-on. Now she has videos for all of these, but they are short and without words, so people of all different languages can see them. This is my accompanying video for the double twist loop cast-on. And if you'd like the wider neckline, this is the one to use. I should say, if you want to see how all the necklines compare, the first video in this series was taking a look. I made a bunch of sample necklines with different cast-ons to give you an idea. So check that one out if you haven't already. And without further ado, let's get to it. Let's take a look at the double twist loop with really thick yarn first. This is too thick for the pattern, and these needles are too big. But I think the visibility might be better. So how to start it is to take the yarn, how Midori shows it in her video is hold your needle in your right hand, your circular needle, your 16-inch. This is too big. This is just for demonstration purposes. Grab the tail. She's got a great video that has no words in it, so I'll try to talk you through it. Grab the tail, kind of anchor it a little bit. You're going to put your first finger under and push back. Your thumb is going to go under and pull forward. And this is going to happen every single time. We're going to practice that motion a lot. For this very first time, it's a little different than all the others, but the motion you want to get used to is your needle is going to come from behind. That's why you need to anchor it down here. It's going to come from behind what's over your finger, the very back, over the piece that is between your thumb and your finger. So you can grab it. You're going to twist down and back up. Keep that on your needle. And we're going to let go of your finger, kind of pull back under to tighten it up. There is a double twist. There's twists going in different directions there. Okay, so then we're going to hold on to this. Hold on to your tail or else we lose things. I still have what's going to the yarn in my hand here. Keep it under your back fingers. Take your first finger and duck under and pull away. Thumb comes from under and pulls forward. If you need to, you can do this so you can see this little strap here, where your finger is here, your middle finger, but he's not really important. Again, you're going to come from behind, from under, what is going behind your finger, come over what is between your thumb and your finger. Now here's the interesting part. We're going to scoop down, but we need to come under everything, but then up between what is on your thumb. So we're scooping under this completely, but trying to duck between these two strands. So we come up there. And then we actually take both the fingers out and tighten it up. It does a little extra twisty right there. So let's try another one. Grab with at least your bottom two fingers. If not, this guy can be in there if he wants. First finger comes forward and pulls back. The thumb comes under and pulls forward. Then I like to stick my middle finger under so I have access to this guy because I'm going to come from behind the back loop on my finger, come over the strand that is between my thumb and my finger, and we need to duck down. I'm not catching this strand back here. I'm just going straight down. See if I can give it enough room. Straight down and duck up between these two strands on my thumb. So I was trying to avoid the strand back here and coming between these two. Again, take everything out and cinch it up. Grab the strand. Maybe keep this middle finger free because it'll help. Grab it with your bottom two fingers, your pinky and your ring finger. First finger comes forward, stretches back. Thumb comes under, stretches forward. Come from behind that strand that's behind your finger over the strand that is between your thumb and your finger. We need to duck that straight down. I'm trying to show you that. But then it needs to twist. I didn't give myself enough slack there. Hang on. Let's try this again. Lots of slack here is good because you can tug it up later. It still becomes really stretchy. Grab it with your bottom two fingers. Under and back with your finger. Under and forward with your thumb. Behind that back strand. Over the strand, the part that's between your thumb and your finger. Scoop down and then pull up right here. This big thick yarn doesn't have a lot of give to it. So again, grab, under, like to the front really, and pull back, under and pull forward. Come from behind that back strand, over the strand between your thumb and your finger. Keep this all really loose. Pull down and twist up. I'm using my fingers to make sure everything stays. Grab from the front and pull back, under and pull forward. Grab behind, over, duck down. Let me see if I can wiggle this out. Duck down and scoop up between these two strands. Grab, forward and back, under and forward. Come from behind that back strand. Keep it all really, really loose if you can. Over what's between your thumb and your finger. Scoop down and twist up. It provides for a really stretchy thing here. Let's see what it's like when I do it with the right size needles and the right size yarn. What we're going to compare, I've made a bunch of samples with this. This is Fiber Space Vivacious DK. And it's towards the thicker end of what she recommends for this pattern. And here is a size 10 needle. Let me get this other stuff out of the way. So let's practice with this. I'm holding one end of the needle. I'm going to grab the tail. I like to give myself enough I can sew stuff up later, right? Grab with my bottom two fingers, under and like to the front, but under and away. Thumb comes under and forward. We're going to come from behind this back strand, over what's between my thumb and my finger, duck under and come back up. See how when it's a little bit thinner, I actually have more control. So I'm going to let go and I'm going to tighten that little double twist up and hold it. Grab with my bottom two fingers. First finger comes to the front and pushes back. Thumb comes under and pulls forward. We're going to come under the back strand, over the strand between my thumb and my finger, down straight and scoop up. So we went behind this and up through here. Grab, forward and back, under and forward, behind, over, scoop straight down and back up between the strands on the thumb. Forward. Let's get this guy out of the way just a little. Let's try this. Ready? Grab, forward and under and back, under and forward, behind, over, straight down, scoop up. It almost wants to come off. My thumb is there. My right thumb can be there to grab that. And just let go of everything and tighten up. Snug it up. Stabilize with your bottom two fingers. This guy comes forward and back. Thumb comes under and forward. Back strand on the finger, go behind. Strand between the thumb and the finger, go over. Scoop down, circle back up through the center of the thumb strands. Grab, forward and back, under and forward, behind that back strand, over the middle, scoop straight down. Hard to get a good angle on this, and straight back up. And snug it up. Stabilize, forward and back, under and forward, behind the back strand, over the middle strand, scoop straight down, and come back up between your thumb strands. See, it's not super fluid for me either, but stabilize, forward and back, under and forward, behind, over, straight down, and scoop up through the middle. I'm going to do that for my 60 on this and meet you back here. Once I have 60 stitches of this, we'll see what we're supposed to do next with the pattern. So I've got 56 on here. I'm supposed to have 60, so I'm going to do 4 more. So again, stabilize, forward and back, under and forward, under, over, scoop, tighten, 57, forward and back, under and forward, behind, over, scoop, 58, 59, 60. Now, following the rest of the instructions, I don't want to be relaying too much of the instruction here because you really should buy the pattern. But for this type of cast on, it really does make sense to knit back across the row before joining in the round to make it a little more stable and to keep you from twisting these stitches. I have a whole nother video of how to join to work in the round without twisting things. I'll put that on the playlist for the Ranunculus, but I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of this collar now that I've shown you the cast on. Before we leave you today on this video, here's the collar I made. I bound it off right after the increases and the ribbing, but here's what the extra stretchy double twisted loop cast on looks like for the top edging. Really flexible, really loose, really nice. If you're looking straight down from above, that's what it looks like. So thanks for joining for the second video on the double twist loop cast on. If you want to watch them all before you try one, the next one that's going to be released will be the crochet, I don't know why I always stumble over it, the crochet chain cast on or the tubular cast on. It uses a provisional cast on, which then releases and you don't have to worry about live stitches. It's actually pretty cool and it's got a very nice look. So check that one out. Check out also, if you'd like to, the fourth video should be long tail if you're using 2 needles held together for a little extra stretch. And if you want to just do a regular cast on, long tail cast on, you can. That's a separate video. It's not going to be included in this series, but I have done a video on that as well. Pick the one you'd like or try them out and rip it out and try again. And we'll see you on the next step. May your crafting be filled with joy and confidence. Bye-bye.